What's up, guys? This is Drake here, and we're finally here on the behind the scenes of Motionless 2. I'm gonna be talking, I'm gonna just watch the video and I'll be talking throughout the video, because I don't really know what to say right now. I'm gonna say something right now though. At the end, like after watching, I'm gonna go explain a little bit further about how the bouncing on works and shit. Just because people have asked me to, like, how do I get so high on the lunches and shit like that. So instead of like explaining every single time, I'm just gonna direct them to this video so that way they understand it faster, I guess. So yeah, it's gonna be in two sections: the video, like the behind the scenes, and the WaW Bouncing. So yeah, let's watch my video. This song is so sick, dude. I fell in love with this song as soon as I listened to it. So fucking sick. Funny thing though is I was gonna use, cause right here this is it's a video, this is Skull. This is broadcast. This clip didn't made it. It's funny. Also, this launch was a pain in the ass, by the way. Like you don't get it. You don't get up every single time. Like like every single slide. And the strafe is retarded. Dude, the thing is, nobody goes to this part of the map, and we're not on. So nobody goes to that part of the map, right? And we're not on PC, so we cannot fucking hit like long distance shit that easily. Like, so I actually thought it when I found it, I actually thought it was not gonna be possible to hit, like to have a kid down, like straight down or like perfect, and yeah, in all the time I was grinding it, I never had. Actually, I had like two attempts where I was like able to get the kid down, but like right there, and I didn't bounce because the strafe is kind of annoying, you know. Also, another funny fact is that bounce, like that car or truck or whatever, it's the only bounce that works on CeeLo from the Sky Barrier on console. Like it's the only one. Not even the one that was in Figures and Marty's video. Like not even that one, dude. Like that's the only one it works. Like that's literally the only one. I mean that that we know, of course, but we tried a lot, and that's the only one that works. It's crazy because it's when I found it, and I was like, oh damn, like it's gonna be fucking insane. There's gonna be a lot of bounces, and nope, that was the only bounce that worked from the Sky Barrier. And the crazy part is that I stopped grinding it, but like every now and then I will go for it, you know. And that one time I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it this game. First fucking attempt, the guy ran out somehow, and I thought I missed, but I actually hit it. So yeah, that's funny. Like CeeLo is just cursed for console. Just double jump. I also can't believe I found this, to be honest. I was just like looking at stuff. I got inspired because there was a, I don't remember what was the decline, like a plutonium but for World of War, and like a dude in 4X, I think it was Eclipse 4X was like doing some shit under the map, so I was like, damn, I'm just gonna look at it, see if there's anything legit on console. And I found that, and I was like, damn, no fucking shot, I just found that. Also, dude, getting out of here, it's insanely hard. Like now with the uncap, it's super easy, like you literally get out every single time. But before the uncap, we would really struggle with this type of slides. Like to get out of this with the like without the uncap, you need to be you literally have to be you have to be in the perfect position and you have to get the perfect slide. Otherwise you wouldn't make it. Like I'm not even kidding. Out of 20 games, like out of 20 full sabotage games, like 20 minutes, nobody will get out. There, like literally nobody will get out. Only D-Right made it twice, I think, and the two times he got out, he got stuck. Cause you can get stuck. Where I'm falling, you can literally get stuck, and you're fucked. You have to kill yourself. But yeah, he didn't made it. Like D-Right made it out twice, like in the whole time he was playing, and I made it out, I think twice as well. So I got really lucky getting out, but it's really hard. Like it will be like 20 full games where nobody will get attempts. Like literally just go to the spot, lunge, don't make it, because you don't make the height and you don't make the distance most of the times. So like it will be literally just get in the spot, die, and go back. Like have to wait 7 seconds and go back. And it was just pain. Like it's literally pain. And that's why I put it in here, because obviously there's only one bounce outside. But like I said, with fucking uncap now, it's super easy. Like, it's a joke. They get a nap as well. On clean living. This bounce is so sick. I love this bounce. Oh, this is, by the way, this is a pinch. It's a corner of the... It's the corner of this house right here. It's a pinch. Founded by me. This was founded by Lake, I think. This fucking bounce is so sick. I had a lot of fun going for this bounce. Also, another thing, I couldn't fit in the clip, but he sent me a message actually. Like that's how I got the footage of fucking RPG Kamikaze, because he fucking sent me a message after that saying like that was a called out or something bounce or sniping clip or whatever, and he said I recorded it for you, and then he said fear the RPG. Like after at the end of the message, fear the RPG, it's coming for you or some bullshit like that. And that's how I found out he fucking recorded it. And also you don't see on the video, but that was like that was no scope, like, that was headshot Jack. Like he had Juggernaut on, but I no scoped his ass, and I got a headshot somehow. But yeah, it was headshot Jack. So yeah, that was like another thing that didn't show on the video, but yeah. This bounce is so fucking sick. Also, dude, look at that. Like, how do I do frame by frame? I really like this. Like, look at that, dude. Like, this would have been a fucking collat. Like, how was that not a collat, bro? Look at that. Like, how, dude? Like, look at that, bro. He's literally dead in front of the other dude. Like, how was that not a collat? Yeah, I fucking missed it, dude, but I hit it on the second shot. Also, this is my only decent sniping clip, dude. So sick. And this was my only decent burial, dude. This burial was so clean, I feel like. And you know, the bounce to ladder. You can actually get you can get higher up on the ladder. Like I made it up all the way over here, like no problem. But in this one attempt, I lost a lot of speed because of I got a aim assisted on him. But I still made it to hit it. I still hit it either way. So, and you know the collat. Yeah, the collat was crazy. Crazy times. Ooh. So yeah, that was Motionless 2 behind the scenes. Now let's get back into the WaW Bouncing. So for WaW Bouncing, uh, so for on WaW, like they patched the hate cap on it, like original WaW, like didn't have hate cap. Like there's still some clips on YouTube, like I don't remember his name. He was like 123 something. But like there's some clips where people hit like big bounces uh when the game first came out because there was no hate cap. But it's now the game the developers didn't wanted to patch the hate cap on the bounces, which is funny. They wanted to patch the launch hate cap. Because obviously like what is the purpose of bouncing? Like it doesn't give you any advantage, right? But launching does give you advantage because you can get to like spots and shit. So they patched the hate cap on the launch because I don't know, like they wanted to, and somehow like it affected the bounce hate cap as well. So like for the longest time, people were like trying to figure out why, like no fucking, like why they couldn't find like a file or whatever that said this is the hate cap for bounces. And the reason why they couldn't find a file or like a reason why why the bounces were hate capped is because there wasn't a reason. There wasn't a file, there wasn't anything because they didn't do it to the bounces, they did it to the lunges. So people were just looking in the wrong position, like in the wrong spot. So what happened is Korea, in help with Tiger and other people, found out about it and realized it was just a debar that you can just put and uncap the hate on it. Like it's not like dpatch where like it changes the actual game file. It just changes the way that it just changes the hate cap. That's it. So once prepatch came out, everything was just like perfect. Like you can just like once you get infected by prepatch, you're it. Like that's it. It's like COD 4 most, but like removing the hate cap. And in order to get like this bigger slides that you see here, is you need to get you need to uncap your FPS, and you make that by using another command, which is r underscore vsync 0, which was found by Pajita. Pajita found out about that because Pajita is a nerd. And that's it. Like you get infected with oncap, I mean with the pre-patch, and then you put the command to unlock your FPS, and that's how you make it so high. The problem is it's gonna depend on what Xbox you have. If you have the 360 one, it's gonna be harder for you to get up for these spots. Actually, I mean, I don't know if I'm assuming it's possible. It's just way harder. But if you have the original Xbox 360 or like the newest 360, uh, it's gonna have less FPS, of course, right? And that's how it goes. Like if you have the newest one, which is the Series X, I think, you're gonna have a lot of FPS because I think the FPS count goes up to 120. So once you unlock your FPS cap, you can get to 120 FPS, which is crazy, right? Like it gives you crazy high. It's literally like almost like PC. But for me, I have the original Xbox One, which is like kind of fucked. So for me, it was like harder to get up for all of the spots that you see on the video. But yeah, it's literally a pay to hit. Like if you buy the newest Xbox, like you can get up easier, faster, and obviously that gives you more attempts, and more attempts means more opportunities to hit. So it also depends on where you look at the guy. Like as you can see here, let me see. You can see how like the guy is standing right here, like that's the bomb, right? So I'm looking like around his penis, like behind his waist, like underneath his waist, I mean. And that's mainly because, you know, when you spin looking downwards, you go faster than when you spin looking upwards, right? And that's the same with knifing, like for some reason. I mean, I don't really understand the science behind that, but it's gonna depend like the distance. Like a slide is gonna like how high like to get a slide. Like some people just think you just go up to the spot, press knife, and you go up in the air and you get up and you go for your bounce. And that's not true. For some spots, like the easiest spots, it is true, but for literally the others, you have to find lineups most of the times. Like you have to put the enemy on a certain spot, and you have to be lunging, or I mean knifing, from a certain angle in order to get up. Like it's some crazy shit. Like it's not as easy as some people might think. And it's really annoying because like on this one, on this spot, the good thing is that all of this you can stand on these pillars, and they are soft spots, so you don't die. But there's spots where you die every single time you try it. And then let's say you have the wrong spawn, so you have to run across the entire map just to try and die. And like it's fucking annoying, dude. Like it's really, really annoying. So the more far away the guy is from the slide spot, the faster you're gonna go, like the higher you're gonna go. Also, the if you're looking at his feet, or like I said, underneath his waist, you're gonna go higher as well. And another thing that it's a factor on how high you go is how long you press the knife button. If you just tap it like if it was a normal knifing action, you're not gonna go that high. Like you're just gonna fucking go a little bit high. But you have to play with the timing because sometimes some spots require the guy standing closer and you tapping it longer, and some spots require the guy standing farther and you tapping like you literally holding down the fucking knife button. Like in this case, the enemy is literally standing like it's not as far, but it's standing like a little bit forward, like halfway. And I look at his feet or like around his penis, and I hold my knife down. Another thing that I was forgetting, it's the fact that you can, it's the fact it's another factor is the object you do it at. So this tree is really really far, like he's this like up to here I think, or maybe like up to here. It's still real. So that gives you like a ramp, like yeah, essentially it gives you a ramp because you follow the object, like the structure of the object, so you keep going up, and the object keeps giving you upper momentum, right? So that's another factor. Like the factors are the distance where the guy is sitting at, uh, the how the timing of how long you press your knife down, where you look at the enemy. Also, if you're crouching, sometimes affects this. Like sometimes you go higher, sometimes you go lower. Um, Also, not being host, like being off host helps, and sometimes it doesn't help. But sometimes being host does help, and sometimes it doesn't help. Like it's weird. Like it's not that consistent. It's fucking weird. Like we don't really know why that happens. Like we don't have like a certain specific note that says do this or do that. Like it's just mainly like playing with the timing, and that's why it makes the bouncing on World of War like so difficult. Because the bounces, like some of the bounces are hard, are really hard, and getting up is stupid hard. Like getting up itself, it's a clip already. So so yeah, I mean, I hope this explained a little bit, and and I hope this gives some context of how bouncing on World of War works and how it's not as sweet as it looks. Sometimes I feel like People just think it's just literally go to the spot, slide, and get up. And it's not that true, at least not on console. Console is a pain in the ass. And there's some really, really inconsistent spots. But yeah, I mean, this was like the behind the scenes. It fucking 20 minutes. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this unless you're a big nerd. But if you made it all the way over here, thank you for watching this, for hearing me. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Later.